Hey, this is James Arthurray. My new book, The Business of Redemption, is out. You can find it in bookstores. You can find it on Amazon. You can get it on my website. Redemption: to gain or regain something by paying the price, clearing a debt. The Business of Redemption, the price of leadership in both life and business, is about your redemption for your own life as well as for your business. How to take your power back. Let me read you a brief excerpt today from a section called County Jail. The press had packed the parking lot. The cameras were rolling. By now it was dark and everything was lit with massive press floodlights. A sea of people pushed against the barricades they had constructed to get their best shot of me. Not only people from the press, but townspeople as well. I felt like a gladiator being led to the slaughter. As I got out of the car, Detective Diskin said to me, "I'm really sorry about this. Let me put this jacket over your arms." He seemed so courteous and tentative that I felt a sense of compassion for him as he covered up the handcuffs on my wrists. How much, I wondered, had he been railroaded by the system as a new detective to do what he was doing? Instead of being blatantly handcuffed, my hands were in front of me and the jacket was thrown over the shackles so you couldn't see them. It was a nice sentiment, but it did little to ease my shock and fear. I put my hands into my familiar meditation position and tried to breathe and center my mind. Get your head together, James. You can do this. You must do this. As flashbulbs popped, people were yelling, "Mr. Ray, why did you flee the scene? What do you have to say about the extreme heat? Why did you push people so hard? What do you think of your new bracelets?" The reporters were in a feeding frenzy. My mind raced 1,000 miles an hour. I had no idea what was coming next. The only thing I knew about jail was what I'd seen on TV, and that wasn't pretty. My heart pounded in my chest. Just breathe, James. Breathe. Like a person who can't wake up from a nightmare, I walked towards the front door while Diskin held me by the arm, showing the world his prize catch. The minute we were inside, he took the jacket off my arms. The officer at the front desk said, "If you're interested, I'll let you go out and talk to the press before we admit you." Are you kidding me? I bet you and everyone else would love that now, wouldn't you? I had no desire to talk to the press. I had made no comment to the press up to that moment. I never made any comment to the press during the entire process, and I certainly wasn't going to start now. They stripped me down. They searched all areas of my body, including cavities. They took mugshots, fingerprints, filled out paperwork. I was in a fog. I couldn't comprehend what was going on. I was given an orange jumpsuit. Doing my very best to maintain control of my mind, I kept saying to myself, "You can do this, James. It's okay. You're going to get through this." And this wasn't even prison. This was just indictment and arrest in county jail. Jail is not prison. I couldn't even fathom what was yet to come. I flashed back to how my life had been just a year earlier. I had an executive assistant who took care of all my entire calendar and scheduled all my meetings. I flew everywhere first class. I got off the plane. I jumped into a limo. I took the limo to a hotel. I'd do a presentation and make special appearances both in the media and on stages around the world. I'd step off stage and go to sleep in my hotel room. I'd come down the next morning, get into another limo, go to the airport, sit down in first class once again. Not now, though. It seemed such a faded memory from where I was this very moment. An entirely different lifetime. What do you do when you're crystal clear on your purpose? When you know your purpose beyond a shadow of a doubt? When you've worked and sacrificed for decades and it suddenly gets ripped away from you, what do? How do you continue when you're no longer allowed to accomplish the mission you feel you're here to accomplish? I'll tell you what you do, and I'll tell you how to continue. You discover a way to find meaning in your current situation. You find a way to correlate the pain and the disappointment to the accomplishment of your purpose. You find a way to build the emotional strength and the mental toughness to conquer. You take what life has dealt you and you find a way to make it fit into the process and purpose and plan. You find a way to make it work for you versus against you. You become bigger, better, stronger, and hopefully wiser. That's what you do. But it's not easy. Far from it. Look, if you're struggling today, I hope this is helpful to you. Find meaning in your situation. Your redemption is close. Redeem your life, redeem your business. Take your power back. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Have a masterful day.